Hello viewers, in this video we will learn some laws of set algebra. For any subset A of a universal set U, the following identities hold. First law is idempotent laws, that is A union A is equals to A and A intersection A is equals to A. In the Venn diagram, you can see if we draw a set A in the universal set U, then union with the same set A is always represent the same A set, and intersection with A that represent the same set A. For example, you can take an example that is A is having element only 1 to 5. Then union with the same element is equals to the set A set, and similarly intersection of A with A is always equals to the same set A. So the next law is the commutative laws. For any subset A and B for universal set U, the following identities hold. That is A union B is always equals to B union A, and A intersection B is always equals to B intersection A. In the Venn diagram, you can see if we consider A union B set, all the shaded region is represent the set, and similarly for the B union A set, the same shaded region represent. So for example, if you can take an example, if A is 1 to 5 and B is from 4 to 8, then A union B is the total element from 1 to 8, and B union A is the same, represent the same set. So if you can take the A intersection of A and B, then common element between A and B is 4 and 5. Similarly, for intersection of B and A is the common element is 4 and 5. So these two is equal. A intersection B equals to B intersection A. So next law is our associative laws. For any set A, B and C, the following identities hold. A union B union C is always equals to A union B union C. In the Venn diagram, if you take the first union of A and B, then the union of C, thus all the total shaded portion represent the set. Similarly, if you can take the first union of B and C and then the union of A, then represent the total set A, B and C. Similarly, for intersection A intersection B intersection C, intersection of A, B represent the common part, and intersection with the C, the only this common part, represent this common part. So similarly, if you take the left hand side, when intersection of B and C is the common part is this, and with the intersection of A, this set is the common part is the same common part is the this portion. This portion is the of A intersection B intersection C set. You can take an example that is A is 1 to 5 and B is 4 to 8 and C is 7 to 10. First find out the first bracket part, that is A union B. A union B is the 1 to 5 and 5 for B is 4 to 8. So A union B is 1 to 8. And union with C is, you can represent the set that having element 1 to 10. Similarly, for the right hand side, A union B union C, first find out the first bracket part, that is B union C. B union C is the union of B and C, that is from 4 to 10 all the elements, and with the union of A you can find the set that is having element from 1 to 10. So left hand side equals to the right hand side. Similarly, you can prove the second laws of associative laws. Next law is the distributive laws. For any set A, B, C, the following identities hold. First law is A union B intersection C is equal to A union B intersection A union C. that is a combination of union and intersection. And second law is the A intersection B union C is equals to the A intersection B union A intersection C. Union of these two sets, A intersection B and the A intersection C. For example, the same set A, B and C having element A is the 1 to 5, B having element 4 to 8 and C is having element 7 to 10. So A union B intersection C. First find out the bracket part. B intersection C is the common element between B and C is 7 and 8. So union with A is represent the set having element 1 to 5, 7, 8. Now the right hand side, A union B intersection A union C. First find out of the two bracket part, that is first is A union B. A union B is the all element of A and B, so 1 to 8, and A union C is all element of A and C, that is from 1 to 5 and then 7 to 10. So the intersection between these two is 1 to 5 and 7, 8. So our left hand side equals to right hand side. Next law is the De Morgan's law. That is the A union B complement is equals to A complement intersection B complement. Second law is A intersection B complement is equals to the A complement union B complement. For example, if we take universe as a element, as having element from 1 to 10, and A and B are the same set, that is having element 1 to 5, that is A set, and 4 to 8 is the B set. So you have to find out A union B complement. First find out A union B, that is the all element of A and B, that is from 1 to 8. Now have to find out the complement of this element. So all those elements are in the U but not in this set, A union B set. So that is those are the only two member, that is 9 and 10. So A union B complement having only two element, that is 9 and 10. Now A complement intersection B complement. First find out the complement of A, that is those element are in A but those element are in U but not in A. So 6 to 10. And similarly B complement, those elements are in U but not in B, that is 1, 2, 3, 9 and 10. So now take the intersection of these two sets, and those are the only two elements having the set, that is 9 and 10. Similarly left hand side equals to the right hand side. The first law is proved for this example. You can similarly prove the second law. Next is De Morgan's laws of difference. That is A minus B union C is equals to A minus B intersection A minus C. The second law is A minus B intersection C equals to A minus B union A minus C. For example, A is having element 1 to 5 and B is having element 4 to 8 and C is having element 7 to 10. Now A minus B union C is equals to A minus the B union C is the all element of B and C, that is from 4 to 10. Now we have to subtract this set from A, that is having all the element is 1, 2 and 3. Right hand side is A minus B intersection A minus C. First find out A minus B, so subtract B set from A set, that is the common element of A and B. I have to subtract from A, that is I have 1, 2 and 3. So A minus B set having only element 1, 2 and 3. Similarly A minus C, you have to subtract the all element of C from A. There is no common element, so A minus C set is the same set of A. And now we have to take the intersection of these two sets, that is 1, 2 and 3. So you can find the left hand side equals to right hand side. Similarly you can prove the second law of De Morgan's law for this example. For any subset of a universal set U, these are the identity laws. That is A union U, that is the universal set, is always the universal set. A intersection universal set U is always the A set. A union phi. Phi is the set who having no element. There is no element. So union with that set, that is always represent the A set. And intersection with phi is always the phi. There are also nothing common in between A and phi, because phi having no element. So A intersection phi equals to phi. These are the identity laws. Next come to the complement laws. That is A union A complement is always equals to U. A set and A complement set, the outside of A. Now total of A and A complement is the total universal set, and intersection of A and A complement is phi, so there is no common element between A and A complement set, so intersection is equals to phi. Complement of universal set is phi, and complement of phi is always universal set. Now complement of A complement is always equals to A, because complement of A is the outside portion of A. Now our complement of the outside portion of A is always the inside of A. So these are the complement laws. Now some representation, some meaning of belongs to and not belongs to. You know, the first symbol is X belongs to A, and second symbol is X does not belongs to the set A. Now if X belongs to A union B, what that implies? That implies that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Okay. Now if X belongs to A intersection B, that implies X belongs to A and X belongs to B. That is, X comes from the both set. Now X does not belongs to A union B means X does not belongs to A and X does not belongs to B. So for not belongs to, the union means and. For X does not belongs to A intersection B, that implies that X does not belongs to A or X does not belongs to B. So for belongs to symbol, union means or, so belongs to symbol, intersection means and. For not belongs to symbol, union means and for not belongs to symbol, intersection means or. Okay. Now X belongs to A minus B, that is, X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B. Okay. Now if X belongs to A complement set, then X does not belongs to A set. The vice versa is always true. As we know that the complement of A and A complement, there is nothing, the phi, the null set. So vice versa is always true. That is, X belongs to A, that implies X does not belongs to the A complement set. So I conclude here. Thank you for listening.